It looks like the winter wheat is coming in quite nicely, and it also looks like the hogs have discovered it as well. Carp, it's Zeus when hunting up in North Texas, and it looks like one of those hogs is right there behind the trees. Got some deer off to the side on the winter wheat, and this hog is grazing on the winter wheat just there behind the hill. Now I finally moved into position to get a shot with my Lone Star Armory TX15 multi-purpose carbine enhanced, shooting 6.5 Grendel and getting video through my IR Hunter MKIII thermal weapon sight. The wind isn't a problem, timing isn't a problem at this point. I'm just waiting for the hog to get into a position where I can take a clean shot right here.
Brass Catcher by Tactical Brass Recovery.
And the first hog of the night was the 160-pound boar. A few properties later, I've got some hogs in the distance mixed up with the cattle. The wind isn't a problem at this point. See some individual hogs there in the distance in front of the cattle. There's a winter wheat field next door, but the hogs are not on the winter wheat field. They are with the cattle. Now that last hog is the one that was in front, and it's the one most detached from these other hogs and farthest away from the cattle. And so I've moved up to a position right here where I can get a clean shot at that one hog without a horizon being a problem and without any cattle being a problem. Low-hanging fruit, but I'll take it. It goes down, I pin over to look for the other hogs. And what I thought was 3 or 4 hogs turns out to be 10 or 12 that were mixed up with the cattle. And they're going through the fence onto the next property. And so I don't have any shots at this point. This one turned out to be a 115-pound boar, and it did it for my night. The next day I got a text from one of my landowners saying that hogs had torn up their front lawn, and sure enough there was all these snuffle marks. And the following night I will meet the hogs there at the fence line in the distance. The next night proved to be rainy and wet. Hogs had come in. There was probably 7 or 8 of them. I've now crossed the fence, come around, gotten lined up on the fence line where the hogs are. There's a lot of cattle in the distance on the next property. And I've just got 4 hogs right here. And really my only shot is along the fence line because of the cattle in the distance and also cattle off to the left. One of the little ones disappears through the fence. I don't think the others look like they're in too much of a hurry to leave. And then another one disappears and I realize I need to shoot. Sow goes down. And this boar runs towards the cattle, and I don't have a shot with the cattle behind it. And then the boar makes a break for it, and I have to wait for him to clear the cattle. And I catch him going through the fence, but he crosses the road and ends up on the next property. And my sow eventually falls through the fence and partway down the hill outside of the fence. She came in at about 75 pounds. I didn't weigh her, and that's where she remained.
Carpe sus, my friends.